Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Dale Chanel's 40th World, where we do the bold and the beautiful recaps and reviews. Yes, today was a pretty good day. Everything was just lighthearted and soft-hearted today. Nothing major popped off or anything of that nature, other than Bill Spencer, my dollar bill, going off on Rusty Dusty at his mother's grave site, as well as saying he has GPS. Okay, GPS, another person's phone, y'all. Oh Lord, he got flip flopper on GPS. Can you stand it? I'm like, you don't went a little bit too far. You do not need to be monitoring somebody's whereabouts. Dollar bill. Talking about insecurity? I don't know. It seems like you are. But anyway, we go into that first scene. We have Ridge is trying to convince, or I should say Rusty Dusty is trying to convince Flip Flopper to marry him. She stares at him crying, asking pretty much what she asked on last episode, which aired on Friday. Are you asking me to marry you? And Rusty Dusty said, I'm just giving you options, baby. I'm just giving you options. I'm like, that is not a proposal. Where is Rusty Dusty coming with all of this mess? I really don't know, and I don't care to find out. Anyway, we go to Dollar Bill. He is asked a question from Sharpshooter, which is RJ. He wants to know, will you be keeping his mother happy? Like she's happy now, but really she's not because she's torn between two lovers. But anyway, he wants his mother to stay happy. And he's basically asking Dollar Bill, are you the man to fit that bill to doing that for my mother? So he doesn't give the answer right off because we go to another scenario. We go to Papa Bear. He's looking for Mama Bear downstairs. And he looks at his phone, it's chirping, and he goes to see what it was, and he sees where his wife may be, or he sees what may have transpired his wife to go out of the house seeking vengeance. Okay. Um, he noticed that he got a phone call from my sweet Katie, or he have a missed text phone call, and he just knows where Mama Bear have went to. As Steffi, or I should say Black Widow, has just entered his home, checking on him, of course. Then we go to Mama Bear. Of course, she stormed over to my sweet Katie's home, giving her the business. Okay. And some more 411 info, okay? We have Black Widow is asking Papa Bear, has Mama Bear done something to you? He's like, no, honey, nothing like that. But he don't elaborate too much. Then we have Black Widow uh, explains to Papa Bear why she did what she did and, why they're at this point where they are now. Of course, she gives her sorry this, sorry that. I was looking out for your best interest, da da dee da da da. Anyway, moving on from that. We have my sweet Katie and Mama Bear still fussing over the house. Mama Bear keeps saying, you ain't moving in this house. No way, no how, no shape, form, or fashion. And my sweet Katie like, what you gonna do to stop me? Who, honey? Go on about your business, honey. I'm buying this house. So you might well get used to your new neighbor, which is me. Okay, that's pretty much how she was trying to tell Mama Bear. Anyway, we go back to Sharpshooter. He's getting his answers from Dollar Bill about loving his mother until eternity. Okay, Dollar Bill will be keeping Brooke happy. Flip Flop as we know her. Okay, Flip Flop is asking Dusty Rusty, "Are you asking me to marry you?" I'm like, crazy flip flopper. He has gone in a roundabout way. He's providing a ring. But far as him dropping on one knee, you and I don't see that. So I can see the right of you questioning him because you want that to come out. Will you marry me part? But of course, he's dancing around the whole story of that. He's saying what should happen. He's saying what his mother would love to happen. And he's presenting the ring, but no, he didn't really say straight out for the viewers to hear. Logan, will you marry me? No, he didn't. So stop putting words in his mouth, even though he has all the stuff that assumes that he's trying to say that. But it just is what it is. With cold feet, rusty dusty. He don't know what he wants. He just knows he don't want you with dollar bill. Okay? Then we have rusty dusty. He's offering Logan, my flip flopper, his mother's ring. But he's going to keep it until she decides what she wants to do. Like, could you have not just put it on her other finger or her other hand? Or couldn't you have just given her the ring? It's not like she's going to go and pawn it or something. Like, oh, Rusty Dusty, you just too much. Too much, okay? And of course, Flip Flopper always says she already has a ring on her finger, and he's just not acknowledging it. Yes, honey, he's acknowledging it. If you were to pull it off, he probably would have slid his mother's ring on your finger. But it's just tacky that he would even drag you to or offer to take you to his mother's gravesite. But as we go on into the episode, Dollar Bill gonna try to put him right next to his mother. Okay, no pun intended. Then we go to Papa Bear. Papa Bear is telling or talking about with Black Widow Thanksgiving dinner and what he feels like he wants to do for the whole family. But excuse me, he's a little unsure. He's a little uncertain about whether these folks will show up because he dropped down a plenty penny for his at home wedding to Mama Bear, and nobody showed up. Okay, so he don't want to make that type of decision again, and it falls flat. But of course, Black Widow says she's on board. She'll definitely come. She just had to look at things how they are now and how instead of how she would like them to be in the future. But it just is what it is. She missed her granddad. She told him she missed him, and she'll be there. And he was like, "Well, can you ask the other folks to come?" She said, "Sure, I would definitely do that." He said, "Well, what you probably want to handle your stubborn dad as well, because I don't know what to do with him anymore." And then she was like, well, I'm stubborn. I'm more stubborn than him. So yes, he will be there. So if anybody could get him on point with coming to that dinner, yes, she can do it. So, excuse me, you all. I'm just yawning here because I took some sleeping medicine and now it's taking its effect on me. So I'm going in and out of my yawns, trying to not let y'all hear it, but I'm sure y'all can hear or notice it when I take a little break in between words, but or sentences, I should say. But anyway, Black Widow's asking, after she done got her apologies out, after she done hugged her granddad and this, that, and the third, she like, well, where is Mama Bear? Of course, she want to call her no good and this, that, and the other, but she just said, where is your wife? Where is Mama Bear? So he's pretty much trying to tell her where he thinks she could be, but he not quite sure. Okay, but he says, I think she's next door. And then we go to, excuse me, we go to My Sweet Kate is telling Mama Bear, Papa Bear loves you. He don't love me. He has no romantic interest in me, nor I. But what's going on with you, woman? And of course, Quinn's still spilling her guts of what she feel in her mind is going on. Okay. Then we go back to Sharpshooter. He's telling his mom, Flip Flopper, that crazy bozo the clown Liam told him to give Dollar Bill a chance. And turns out he's an okay guy at this point. Okay. And of course, Flip Flopper like, what? You like my dollar bill now? Just getting all up excited. And he ain't saying all of that. He just saying the visit, the time they spent together wasn't a loss. He learned a lot about him. He seems like a cool guy in the aspect of him loving you. And I kind of believe it now. That's all I'm giving you, Mom. That's all I'm giving you. So, it's good that Sharpshooter acknowledged that her mom or his mom is torn between two men, which is his father and possibly his new stepfather or whatever. But he just goes on to say, if you had a chance to put your family back together, wouldn't you choose us over having a relationship with Dollar Bill. So I'm like, that's a double-edged sword. You just served her up, sharpshooter. First you say you was on Team Bill and you understood where she coming from. Then you trying to throw a wrench in it by saying, okay, but you need to keep our family together. I'm like, boy, sit yourself down. You sound more like meddling medicine. I'm sorry, meddling menacent of a boy, RJ, than meddling messy whoever. I even got confused myself, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Because, I named him Meddling Messy RJ. And then, he's shooting from the hip, real keen and all that, understanding some things. Then he go back out acting all stupid. And like, oh, I just want my parents to be together. That whole mentality. So he kind of threw me for a loop. But I'm like, he's not going to be sharpshooter for too long because it seems like he's still playing both fences. And you can't play both fences. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to tell you what girl to go out with or what ethnicity to date and all this mess. Okay? So you need to sit on back and just enjoy yourself. Hey, you got money on one side, you got money on the other side. It's still money flowing, man. Yeah. Sit away. Sit down somewhere. But anyway, we leave that situation. We have Rusty Dust is still at the grave site, and Dollar Bill show up. He said, "Look at here, man. What are you doing here?" He said, "Well, you just missed my Logan." He said, "I already knew where she was. I have her phone on my GPS." I was like, "No, wait a minute." And Rick is shocked, just as shocked as I am. I was like, "What the hell you got going on, Dollar Bill? Yes, you got money. Yes, you got deep pockets, but putting an ankle bracelet or ankle monitor on your soon-to-be wife, or having yourself calling it a GPS where you got her cell phone. I mean, come on. You can't be going around tracking grown ass people. Dollar Bill, that's not American. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can only love and protect your Brooke for so long. You got to lean on to her understanding that she gonna be yours or not. But don't put the lady in prison because she's gonna run. Trust and believe that. Okay, sooner rather than later. We go to commercial. We come back. We have Flip Flopper is asking RJ, because they're both at home now. She didn't think he would be home so soon, but he was back at home when she arrived back. And she pretty much tells RJ, because RJ's pretty much saying, "Oh yeah, I had dinner or lunch or breakfast with Dollar Bill. He seemed to be a respectable man. He loves you. I really believe he loves you. Just that and the third." And she goes on to say, "Oh my goodness, yeah, that was time well spent. So you can see that I need to marry him." He said, "I ain't say all that, Mom. I didn't say all that. Okay, but." Medicine, excuse me, a menacence of messy ass meddling RJ. He's telling her to do what she feels is right in her heart for all of them. So I'm like, I don't told you about throwing a wrench in people's business, man. Back off. Go back to military school. Do something with yourself instead of getting into grown folks' business. Okay? Grown folks' business. Because you're not going to want it when it's served back up to you when you bring somebody home talking about you finna marry them or you finna be in a relationship that they are not necessarily approving of. Okay? Watch yourself, sharpshooter, meddling, messy RJ. I haven't figured out which one I want to keep you with because this particular episode, I'm not following you at all. Okay? You straddling the fence and I don't like that. Anyway, we go back to Dollar Bill. He's congratulating Rusty Dusty for using once again Flip Flopper to do his own deeds. He said, "You done guilt tripped her. You done brought her to your mother's plot here, filling her head up with all this nostalgia mess of a past and a destiny and all this." And then just say, "It sounded like you knew everything we were talking about. Are you sure you wasn't hiding behind a bush somewhere?" He said, "I just have a knack or a skill to understand what another man is doing, try to get another woman away from another man. That man happens to be me. So yes, I'm on point with your antics. And if you don't stop, you're gonna have another plot sitting right back to your sitting next to your mother with your headstone on it." He said, damn, you threatening to kill me? He said, whatever we have to do to make things happen with my Brooke would be mine. She's not your Logan anymore. She's my Brooke. I said, Lord have mercy. Two well, nice looking men, very well solidified in both of their chosen fields or career, and got money to boot. Why? Why do flip flopper get to have, as well as Steffi, which is Black Widow, all these choices of men to float back and forth too? I'm not understanding, writers. Get it together, okay? But anyway, Dollar Bill is doing a great job on putting Dusty Ruster in his place and how he feels things are gonna be in the future. Okay, we move from that situation. We go to Papa Bear. He's explaining the concern about Mama Bear and my sweet Katie. And Black Widow says, "Are you trying to tell me Mama Bear is jealous of Katie of all people?" So it's a question mark for us all to ponder about here and there, okay? Then we go to Mama Bear. Mama Bear is truly trying to get into Katie's behind again. However, my sweet Katie is not taking those jabs very well. She's coming up with some uppercuts herself if we were talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? My sweet Kate is trying to find reality for Mama Bear, trying to pull her back, trying to reel her in, like you going off in the deep end in the abyss, and trust and believe you're gonna be the only one over there, okay? Mama Bear, I mean not Mama Bear. My sweet Kate is just giving Mama Bear some sweet advice on stop thinking over the top that everybody want Papa Bear because they don't. Okay, that's you and him all together all day, every day. All right, got nothing to do with me. So she's pretty much reassuring um, Mama Bear that she has nothing to fear or be skeptical of. Something else is going on in a situation that there's nothing there. It's totally platonic. Okay, and innocently, my sweet Katie is really giving her some solid advice, and Mama Bear is taking it all in for what it's worth. She even goes and say, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm just really just over at the top, am I not? And then I'm like, yeah, you are, Mama Bear. Get some medication in your system, okay? So she kind of talks my sweet Katie talks Mama Bear from falling over the ledge. Okay, pretty much. Put her back on the ledge, give her a drink of water, and send her back on her merry way. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Flip Flopper is thinking about what had transpired the whole day with Ridge half-heartedly proposal, RJ's new perspective on things, and how Bill has definitely told her what she needs in her life. So she's pretty much remembering the whole day's events and some things, in the past that Rusty Dust had said, some things Dollar Bill had said, and she's trying to put them all together to make one complete final decision of who she wants to be with. Okay. Then we have Dollar Bill and Rusty Dusty. They still fussing about, as Rusty Dusty say, my Logan, and Dollar Bill say my bro. So I'm like, just duke it out. Just start fighting up in that cemetery plot. Make it all interesting. So somebody get knocked out and play like they did, and somebody can just put them in a empty grave. And when they wake up, they'll be like, who the hell put me in? You know what I'm saying? Just give me more drama. The entertainment that I truly love and deserve when I'm sitting up here looking at this soap opera. Okay. Then we go to Mama Bear. Mama Bear finally comes home. She finds Papa Bear waiting on her behind. Once she get there, she don't know what to say. She feel and look embarrassed. Okay. And Papa Bear's going over everything that had transpired to make her take her behind out of the house and run her little tail on over there trying to get on my sweet Katie with all her empty assumptions of what was possibly going on in her mind, but not in reality. So he pretty much do a quick fast in a hurry analyzation on what may have took her out the house, which she comes back and says to his face, yes, I overreacted, but I didn't give her a piece of my mind. Papa Bear was like, I'm great. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you calmed down. Y'all got it out of y'all system, and it won't be no more cat fighting between the two of you all, and you'll really see that my sweet Kate is a definitely good ally for you to have. And so she's calling herself understanding, and she's rocking back in his arms because he's embracing her. He's hugging her and reassuring her that, hey, baby, we solid. Stop all this foolishness about I'm messing with my sweet Katie or any other woman that, parameter. Then we have the real estate lady comes back in to congratulate my sweet Katie that the owners of the house had went on and selected her as the one that they want to sell their house to. The escrow has gone through, so technically the house is hers. So she was very overwhelmed with that, and she was thanking her, and talking about the other people that was very proactive in her getting the house as well, and all the good deeds they did to help her get to this point. So the real estate lady had told her, hey, you go and enjoy your house, all your memories that you're going through, flooding them, I'll let you enjoy them by yourself. I'm like, wait a minute, what is champagne, honey? Well, we should be toasting it up and sharing a bottle of your best alcohol, liquor, or champagne, whichever it is. I mean, you roll like that. You selling houses in Beverly Hills, baby. That should be in a cooler somewhere with two wine glasses. Come out and let's celebrate. But anyway, they helping didn't have nothing. Didn't have nothing of celebratory type items we could pop out on the spur of the moment when you make a house sale. Okay, I don't know where she's coming from, but she's in Beverly Hills selling houses. Okay. Woo. Anyway, the real estate agent leaves. Uh, my sweet Katie is just engulfing everything up and remembering, or they giving us a visual of her memories with Eric, Papa Bear, and how glad it's gonna be moving next door to him. And then it shows Mama Bear and Papa Bear hugging with a picture of my sweet Kate on the side crying too, thinking about the same man. So I'm like, okay, bridals, y'all need to stay clear of the storyline that y'all trying to pump up for us to partake of, because I'm not feeling it. I'm like, let lying dogs or sleeping dogs lie, and let's find and pump up another storyline. But we don't need to be messing with Mama Bear and Papa Bear. I like them. It's a good thing. They should have a baby together. Or whatever, but leave them alone. Find Katie another man to entice her, get her workout in, you know what I'm saying, in the bedroom with someone else other than Papa Forrester, okay? But that's all I had for today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful that aired for November 21st, which is Monday, a couple of days before Thanksgiving holiday. Okay. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Tell many family and friends to check out my channel and have them subscribe. And please like and share my videos. Blessings, you all. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.